Alright, I just saw Kong Skull Island. Long story short, letter grade C plus, numerical score 5 out of 10. If you want to know why, keep watching. So, I haven't seen the 1976 King Kong. I've seen the original 1933 and the 2005 remake. I appreciate the 33 one, especially for its time. It was pretty revolutionary. I like watching the 2005 one more, even though it's almost twice as long. Um, this movie isn't a remake, it's its own thing. Um, it's basically Nom Kong, if you want to think of it that way. Um, but basically, if you want to just see a bunch of crazy action happening where the story isn't too important, you're gonna love this movie. Um, One thing I do appreciate about this movie is that uh, the breakneck pace it has, especially in the beginning. Like in the original King Kong, the 33 version, they don't get to the island till 35 minutes in. In Peter Jackson's King Kong, they don't get to the island till like an hour in. In this movie, they get there in under 20 minutes. It's just like, uh, don't worry about anything else. Just do everything you have to do to get them to the island to do all the cool stuff. Um, so, um, John C. Riley was the best part of the movie. His character was funny. He was fairly well developed and interesting. Um, can't say anything else about the rest of the characters. Like, they're fine, likable characters. The only exception is Samuel L. Jackson's character, because he basically, because you've seen it in the trailer, this isn't a spoiler. When they all fly to the island, uh, King Kong starts demolishing all the helicopters, and Samuel L. Jackson is like, "Oh, we gotta take that ape out," and um, so like a real military colonel would never do that and never like uh, take revenge per se or like endanger all of your men when like 10 of them have already been killed, and that was with helicopters with heavy artillery, and now you're not. So from a logical perspective, that's just bad decision making, and he shouldn't have done that. Um, but um, yeah, there's not much to really say about it other than it's just dumb fun. If you're just looking for a dumb fun, turn your brain off, guilty pleasure movie, this'll deliver. There isn't a whole lot of substance to it though. In terms of technical flaws, the movie kept doing this weird thing where even though it's clearly the middle of the day, like it's noon or early afternoon or late morning, it'll randomly cut to a shot of the sun, and the sun is this deep orange with this haze around it like it's sunset, and like it'll be cutting from noon to sunset, and then at night the aurora borealis comes up. Actually, they might be in the southern hemisphere, so it's the other one. But where is this island? Because the aurora borealis is usually at the poles. Um, Very rarely it can go pretty far south, but very rarely. Like, sure, I'll take it, but it was just weird in this movie. I really like the natives. The natives in this movie were kind of funny. They're not played up to be like threatening or scary like they are in the original or the 2005 version, they're like these tribal Asian people who paint their bodies and they never speak, they just like slowly nod. And it's kind of humorous. And this is a pretty funny movie. There's a lot of moments that'll make you laugh. Like, the audience I saw it with seemed to love it. Like, if you just want something to turn your brain off and just have some dumb fun, like I said, this movie's for you. But if you want to see something with more substance, I'd recommend you see Logan instead, because objectively it's way better characters, way better drama. The action is more meaningful, and also the structure of the movie was really weird. I can't really get into it without going into spoilers, but it just felt really rushed, and like there was an act missing. Like, I don't know, but I guess like, because it ends. Okay, I'm gonna start getting into spoilers, so if you don't want any spoilers, just click off the video. But anyway, so like it ends with the big reptile thing coming out, where, because John C. Reilly is like, that's the big one that he keeps warning them about. So Kong has to fight the thing, and the humans help by like shooting a flare in its eye, and it blows up, and Kong finds a beached ship, and he uses the propeller to like slice it up and stuff, and ultimately he kills it by reaching down its throat and pulling its intestines out, or its stomach out, and like, which for a PG-13 is pretty graphic. I guess the only way they got away with that is because it's CGI monsters and not people. And that fight went on kind of long. Yeah, and the reason it happens is because Samuel L. Jackson's character is stupid. But anyways, that's all I really have to say about it. If you had to if you haven't been to the movies in a while and you only have to choose one movie to see, and you want to see like an action movie, if you saw this, fine, but I'd say I would recommend Logan instead. Yeah.